Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Darrell Brooks saga. On today's episode, we're gonna continue with the redirect of last episode Witness, which I'm gonna say again, I'm sorry that I got upset on that episode. It's just, you get that. I mean, this is a reaction to the trial, so you're gonna get my reactions like as they come. Yeah, I don't plan for what I'm gonna say, I don't plan how I'm gonna say things. So sometimes I'm gonna get upset, and I apologize, but that's the effect that Darrell Brooks has in people. Also, if you can do me a favor and if you are not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. Just starting it will help a lot if you can subscribe and give me a shot. I put out videos every day, and I'll continue to do it as long as I can. So let's get right into the video.
The victim witness program for medical bills. Is that correct?
Correct.
Were those the medical bills for Caden and Riley that were incurred as a result of the red SUV hitting both of those children?
Yes.
Objection, relevant.
Overruled. His answer may stand.
And it was yes?
Reminder
Yes.
to wait till I.
Sure.
No
Thank you.
problem.
No further questions, thank you. Were you there with your son or daughter?
My son and my wife.
Okay. And you were marching with the Blazers.
Yes.
Did there come a time when you heard a commotion behind the truck?
Yes.
Can you describe for the jury what exactly you heard?
I heard screaming.
Now, you were at a parade, so I'm assuming as part of a parade there's normally screaming. Was it something different?
Yes.
Can you describe it?
Horrific.
Yes.
What did you see?
Awful.
I saw a red Ford Escape up on the curb. I saw people throwing themselves out of the way.
You saw people running from the area that the
Look
car
at
was
that.
coming from?
Yes.
Then what happened?
I was struck by the vehicle.
Did you receive
he got
injuries as
struck.
a result of the vehicle striking you?
Yes.
And what were those injuries?
I
Hearsay.
couldn't walk. I was in the hospital. I had muscle contusions. I had bone bruises.
Did the vehicle, when it struck you, or after it struck you, did the vehicle continue on with its path of travel down the parade route?
Yes.
Hearsay.
How is that?
Overruled.
Did
Oh my God,
Could you
it's
tell if
not
it went
yours.
straight ahead, swerved one way or the other way?
No.
Objection, leave no witness.
Overruled. He may answer.
No.
I'm going to show you what's been previously received as State's Exhibit 11.
It's really funny how he just stares ahead. He doesn't blink much, and he's just in one position, just listening. It's kind of awful.
Did you see yourself in this still shot?
Yes.
Can you circle where you are? I'm going to show you
There it is.
Exhibit 148, and I'm just going to play it through the first
There's
time.
so many people, dude. There you go.
What did you see in that video,
Motionless.
sir?
Expressionless.
Being struck.
Playing it, it looks like you're running towards something, and let me play it and then pause it when I see that beginning. Do you recall what you were running towards?
My son.
Okay. And that would have been where he was at that time of the parade?
Yes, on the left side.
All right. You may take the video down, please. All right. Go ahead.
I might need that same video.
All right. Well, let me know when you need it. Go ahead. You may start your cross.
Here we go.
Can you pull that exhibit up again, 148? Can you pause it right there?
I'm gonna make him watch again how I hit him with my car. Please pull it up again.
Can you identify for the jury where you are in this video if you see yourself?
There it is.
You can unpause it.
I'm gonna go back a little bit. Go, and I'm gonna get myself out of the way. This is live, people. There we go. Now we get to watch
See
it.
yourself.
There it is.
You can unpause it.
Clear the.
All right. Have you seen this
Right.
video before today?
Yes.
Just still shots of it, not the video itself.
So it'd be fair to say that this is only your second time seeing this video.
Yes.
Today, yes.
Do you, you could take the video down, I'm sorry. Do you recall saying that you needed a walker to assist you in moving?
What does that
Yes.
have to do with anything?
Would it be fair to say that you're moving pretty good these days?
What?
Grounds.
It's been a year, my guy. Just because you hit him with a car a year ago and now he can walk doesn't mean that it didn't happen.
Sustained.
He's like, well, now you can walk, right? What are you here for? Remove your claim against me.
Would it be fair to say that you're walking pretty good as of now?
He
Objection.
Grounds.
asked the same
Sustained.
question.
Not relevant.
Did you also remember stating that you don't remember much from the event?
What kind of questions are that? Are those?
I do not remember saying that.
Do you recall what you did after being struck?
I could not move. I was on the ground.
Do you recall how long before you were moved from your position?
Couple minutes.
Were you helped by someone, or
Yes, 2 people.
and where did they take you?
Into the joke shop.
And from there, did you receive any medical attention?
Yes.
Do you recall where that was?
He said it was the hospital.
Memorial Hospital.
You recall who took you to Memorial Hospital?
A squad car.
You remember the officer's name?
No.
Relevance.
Do you recall what date you made the report to the officer? Or the date that you were interviewed, rather?
Which time?
So there was more than one time?
Yes.
You should have known that.
After being struck, you testified that you saw the vehicle kind of go up on the curb. Would that be fair to say?
Yeah.
Can you ask that again?
What did you see the vehicle do after it struck you?
After it struck me, I continued.
What did you see it do?
Continue.
Drove off.
Yeah.
Did you see it strike anyone at that point?
No.
Or were you able to get a look at the driver in any way?
No.
No.
A license plate number in any way?
No.
The license plate? No.
You testified for the jury earlier that you heard screams from behind you before you were struck. Did you see the vehicle approaching at that point? Did you turn to see if anything was approaching at that point, rather?
Yes.
About how far was the vehicle away from you at that time that you observed it?
20 yards.
You were able to make that assumption how?
Assumption. Yes.
I'm a coach and we go off yards a lot.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Would it be fair to say that that's relatively close?
Yes.
Yes.
Close enough for you to see into the vehicle?
No.
I did not see into the vehicle.
You just see a car coming at you. Really close.
Just so I'm correct for the record, you said that you said that your children were not injured in the incident. Would that be fair to say?
Not physically.
Grounds.
The witness answered it. His answer may stand. So the objection is overruled.
And when you were treated at Memorial Hospital, did you receive any pain medications, Tylenol, ibuprofen, anything like that?
What?
Yes.
Of course. He was in pain. What does that matter?
In the days after the event, did you file any claim whatsoever?
Here we go.
Can you be more descriptive?
Did you file a claim as an injured party?
Yes.
Do you remember who that was with?
No.
So would you consider yourself to be an injured party in this matter?
Yes.
Absolutely.
You ran him over. What kind of question is that?
So you would consider yourself to be a plaintiff?
No.
Grounds.
Sustained. On relevance grounds.
That's not how it works.
Do you recall who called you to testify in this matter?
The DA?
I don't know how he does this.
Can you point out for the jury which
Like-
DA?
Tilting his head back.
No.
Do you see him in court?
No.
There's more
Do you
DAs than
recall the
those
name
three.
of the DA that you were referring to?
I got
Judge has to relevance for this
Grounds.
hearing.
Sustained. He's already indicated that the district attorney's office issued the subpoena.
Well, actually, he said the DA, so that was pretty vague.
Sir, did you mean the district attorney's office?
Yes.
There you go.
Next question, please.
Were you subpoenaed?
Yes.
Do you recall the name on the subpoena?
Objection.
Grounds.
Sustained.
So to the best of your knowledge, you're not aware of any plaintiff in this matter?
Objection.
Grounds.
Relevance.
Doesn't matter.
Sustained.
To the best of your knowledge, you have never seen the plaintiff in this matter?
Objection.
Grounds.
Relevance.
Sustained.
And with all these questions, what I believe that is happening is that he's trying to lump in a legal issue with the witnesses, which that's not how you do that. You do that with the judge. It's a legal issue. So him saying that all this plaintiff stuff is relevant to all the interrogations.
Have you ever seen or read a complaint in this matter of any kind?
Yes.
Would you state what that was for the record and for the jury?
I just saw the stuff in the news.
And seeing stuff on the news would amount to a complaint?
What?
Sorry, I misheard your question. Can you ask it again?
Have you read or seen a complaint in this matter?
No.
But it would be fair to say, just based on your testimony, that you saw reporting on the incident in the news. Would that be fair to say?
Yes.
Kind of
Do
hard
you
not
recall
to.
what you saw in the news?
Just information about the trial.
Would it be fair to say that this matter has been going on for quite some time, that there were a lot of reports in the news? Would that be fair to say?
Objection. Relevance.
Grounds.
I don't know why that matters
Ms.
to
Brooks,
you.
unless you can tie it into relevance with this witness, I'm inclined to sustain that
I'm
objection.
going somewhere with it.
Then ask it.
Then just ask the question, sir.
Have you yourself seen anything in the news before the scheduled trial in regards to this matter?
Yes.
So,
Can you state for the record and for the jury what that was?
news.
Just information about the trial itself.
Did you at any time see any reports about the alleged defendant at any time?
Doesn't matter. He
Mr.
didn't
Brooks,
see you.
Under 90611, this is not a witness who identified
Yeah.
the driver, so I'm not sure where the relevance is of this. We'll take it up outside the presence of the jury.
You testified a few minutes earlier that you really don't remember much
He didn't
after
say that.
being struck. Do you recall?
That was in the
Do you
report. He
recall
said
where
no.
you were after being struck?
In the ground.
I was on the ground.
Yeah.
I'm just going to excuse the jury momentarily. We'll let you know when you can be brought back in. All rise for the jury, please.
He's trying to listen. Did you see that? You see that? Let's back it up. I'm gonna back it up again.
After being struck, do you recall?
Just see what he does when
Do
he
you
gets
recall
up.
where you were after
he's like,
being struck?
huh? Huh?
I was on the ground.
I'm listening to with my deaf
I'm just
ear.
going to excuse
Remember?
the jury momentarily.
Just pay attention
we'll let
to
you know when
him.
you can be brought back in. All rise for the jury, please.
His left ear. He's like, oh, my, that will be this for you. Look at that. He's hearing up. He's leaning in. Yeah. Oh. What are you saying?
All right, thank you. Be seated.
It's
Mr. Brooks, I cut you off when you were asking questions
sneaky.
about what this witness had seen on the news. I'll give you an opportunity to give me an offer of proof as to why you believe that's relevant and specifically as to this witness.
Well, it's relevant because of how close he testified to being away from the vehicle. He testified to being 20 yards away from the vehicle, which is not super close, but it's not far enough that you wouldn't be able to see a driver or see into the car.
Well, so that's an argument, sir. So what questions would you have that you didn't already ask, and how does the news reports relate to that?
Maybe he may have seen the alleged defendant on the news, and maybe that may jog his memory back to if he seen the driver.
He never saw you.
But he testified he didn't see the driver. So
He also testified to never making the comment that he didn't remember the event.
Yeah.
But it's clearly in his summary and in his report that he said that. So it's conflicting.
It's not.
His report is conflicting with what he's testifying. So I was trying to get at the credibility of it. That was my whole aim.
What does the news reports have to do with that, sir?
The news reports are relevant just by the sheer amount of reporting that they've been reporting. This has been going on for a year.
The news reports don't have any bearing on his credibility. The points that you bring up are arguments that you may make if you choose during your closing arguments. But the questions you are asking don't further that theory. So that's why I cut you off, because there was not anything that you were connecting by way of relevance.
With all due respect, Your Honor, a lot of the questions I ask are objected to. It seems like I can't even get to the questions that
Because they're nonsensical.
need to be answered.
Then ask
Sir,
those.
many of your questions go to these sovereign ideas that are frivolous arguments about the plaintiff and all of that. We give you a little bit of leeway. I give you a little bit of leeway.
Too much.
On it. So ask relevant questions. They'll be answered. So I don't see any need for this witness to be brought back in. So that witness is excused. Who's the next witness?
With all respect, on the record, Your Honor.
I've asked
You're
a question
interrupting.
of the state. Let them answer, please.
Will I be able
Mr.
to
Brooks,
bring
let
up-
them answer. Hold on.
So the next witness that we had intended on calling is Detective Mike Carpenter with the Waukesha Police Department, who would provide testimony about his conducting the speed analysis of the vehicle. I don't expect that we'd be able to get through direct. Well, we might be able to get through direct.
I'd
But-
like to at least have him start. I want to go closer to the lunch hour today.
So the other issue is that we thought we were going to be breaking for lunch, so he's not in the building right now. We have another witness who is ready, who we could call out of order, but that would be moving into a new topic, a new group along the parade route. So we're fine with whatever the court wants to do.
I'd like to keep going, so I'll defer to you on which witness to call. All right, we'll bring the jury back out, and you may call.
On the record before you bring the jury.
Quickly, Mr. Brooks.
You made reference to questions I asked and being, you said something to the effect of sovereign things. I don't understand what you mean by that. I have no anticipation on your rulings.
Really?
I'm not trying to sit here and I got enough work to do on the fly. I'm definitely not trying to sit here and trying to anticipate what will be objected to, what will be ruled on in any way. I'm
not
merely
what he said.
just. It was understood that this would be a whole new thing for me to do.
So?
I apologize if I'm not as polished as I should be, working on 3 days' time before a trial. We see all the work that I have that I haven't even gone through.
Mr.
Doesn't
Brooks,
matter.
the jury's coming back in.
For the record, I don't consent to that name.
Also, I'm gonna comment on this, but also, if you wear a suit and you wear a 2-button suit, you never tie both buttons. You just tie the first one. Also, when you sit, you unbutton that button. It's basic etiquette, my guy. 2. That was just to get it out of the way. 2. When he says, I don't know about this sobering thing, I want you to go back. And my first video has the pre-trial. It's 5 hours long, so I'm sorry. But he says that I want to represent myself as a sovereign citizen. And now he claims, oh, I don't know what this sovereign thing is. That's just disingenuous and shows what kind of guy he is.
And I don't consent to the arguments that the prosecution made. There are relevant questions as
They're
the
not.
jury deserves
Mr.
to
Brooks,
know.
please.
The jury deserves to know who the plaintiff is in this matter.
More
I
acting
think it's
for the
fair
jury.
to them if they're to make an informed and intelligent decision. They should know who the plaintiff is.
They know who he is. It's the state of Wisconsin. Representing
So
everyone.
your objections noted for the record.
I ask for a legal finding of fact on
No.
that ruling, Your Honor? Or is that a judicial determination, Your Honor?
Thank you, everyone. Please be seated.
Was your group?
Okay. I'm gonna cut this video short because this witness is one of the next 2 witnesses are gonna be. I'm gonna cut this video short, but tomorrow we're gonna have an extra long one because the next 2 witnesses are gonna be something else. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Please give it a like if you made it this far. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow because it's gonna be an awesome episode. See you guys then. Bye bye.